Namaste, Jai Bharat. A very strange and unusual video of Asim Munir, the Pakistani, whatever he is, the authority today he is, has caught my attention recently, just today. In that video, Asim Munir is trying to tell the people of Pakistan who are in their own language Jahils, who could be easily taken for a ride because of their low IQ and Jahiliyat. There's no other word. And I don't think there's an equivalent word in English for that. Ignorance. They believe anything when you talk in the name of God. For them it is Allah, God. So Asim Munir suddenly puts an act of spirituality and says that he had definite experiences from the divine during Operation Sindoor and during whatever he does. In all likelihood, he is not taking this divine attire, is putting on the divine attire to convince the people of Pakistan that even if he goes to Gaza to fight in favor of Israel against Hamas under the command of IDF, he wants to gather support from Pakistanis who will not support Munir going to Gaza with Pakistan army, who will not support. And the only method he found is a divinity satire, that is a command he experienced from the divine to go there to stab Hamas, through which he would create a further narrative. In the long time, Israel will be under his control or under the Islamic control. So this is the divine decree. He speaks to that extent. He talks as though he's an experienced man with divine experience, who is sharing his divine experience to the people of Pakistan. That is another step of Munir. Very smart actually. Definitely he must have copied from what he has seen in Bible, the Sermon on the Mount. Sermon on the Mount, that's a great movement by Christ, one of the most intellectual move from the part of Christ is the Sermon on the Mount and the resulting Beatitudes. This is very interesting. He had interpreted the Mosaic law, which can't be interpreted, but he had interpreted the laws, the Decalogue, 10 laws, Mosaic law, the Decalogue, to the right spirit at that context. That way is correct. To right spirit at that context. If he had not done it, people would have followed those law in letters, not in spirit. So that's one of the most intelligent contribution of Christ in entire Bible, if you look at it, the Beatitudes. So it seems, in spite of the fact that Munir is a madrasa chap, I think he must have got inspired from that, either directly or indirectly. Directly is not likely, but indirectly he must have got inspired, and he must have found the sannyasis of our Bharat who have some amount of control over people. He starts talking with that gestures and postures and such language of experiencing the divine within. He would say, Allah's messenger has given this, given that. That's easy for him to make such shortcuts, because their narratives are more simple than the kind of transcendental ones you find in Hindu Darshana. So that he is doing of late. Maybe because he is into serious difficulties. If he has to go to Gaza. There's no way. He is under the thumb of Trump. That's the point. He's under the thumb of Trump. So he has to go to Gaza. He can't go to Gaza. So this difficulty is, and perhaps he finds the only way is to go to Gaza under divine order. and he would claim that he had experienced divine order from the above heaven, whatever. So that he was suggested to go to Gaza to fight. Really not for Israel, fight apparently for Israel against Hamas, but for the divine will. That's one method of conquering the Jews, because the Arab had a concept of Islam. There is a concept of deception. They call it as taqiyya, al-taqiyya or taqiyya. So most likely is likely out of that. Something is coming from Asim Munir. That's a survival. And if he's intelligent enough, which I'm not very sure, if he's intelligent enough, because a very intelligent man cannot be madrasa chap, but he is one. If he's intelligent enough, he will find out how to swim through this kind of troubled situations. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.